The students who take this program, they don't have to leave their home communities. They continue to stay there and pitch in. They have their friends, their families, their volunteer responsibilities, their work. Many of them are classroom teachers, they're community organizers, they're artists, they're very place-based. So they don't have to leave that work in order to do this program, which we love. Also, there's great access to this for students from all over the world. So even if you happen to live in a country where you couldn't get a visa to come here to study, you can still study humane education, as long as you have somewhat reliable access to the internet and to a computer. We make sure to include several components that help students connect to each other. We have film festivals, for example, something you might not expect you would find in online learning. All the students are watching the same films and talking about them at the same time. We have video conferencing salons where small numbers within the cohort get together and we discuss an assignment rather than write about it. We have peer mentoring. We have capstone research presentations where students do presentations for each other, then they go out into the community and they do them. So for a lot of students who haven't done distance learning before, it can be a little bit of an obstacle. They might feel like they're not accustomed to distance learning, but it's a soft launch. There's a lot of support from us and from Valparaiso to help students that aren't comfortable. Online learning doesn't just take into account various learning styles and address them, because you're the one who's really in charge of your learning, but it takes into account different personality styles. And what I mean by that is that if you are an extrovert and you are on a discussion board, you can jump right in. You can engage all day long if you want. There are always people that want to talk about these topics. These are very juicy topics. But if you're an introvert, you can also learn in a way that completely honors your love of deep reflection, of long periods of uninterrupted conversation. You can collaborate in a way that is most comfortable for you. People have found ways of educating by being exactly who they are, by going more deeply into who they are. It makes them realize, for all of us, that we don't have to add or subtract anything to who we are in order to educate about the things that mean the most to us. What we have to do is go as deeply as we can into ourselves and find the gifts that we have to give and find ways to give them. So that's very exciting. For our students, many of whom haven't had experience in online learning before, in the end, they love that they accomplished this because they recognize this as the wave of the future. So if they become facile with learning from an online student perspective, they know that not only can they go on to study other kinds of things online, but they can use the internet to educate others. They get very familiar with the tools that people are using to make change all over the world. Social media, offering online courses. We use Daphne Kohler's TED Talk in Intro to Humane Education. She's the co-founder of Coursera. And the name of her TED Talk is What We're Learning About Learning from Online Learning. And I feel like our students are at the forefront of that. They're learning as students and they're learning how to teach also online. So even if they are a classroom teacher, an artist, a community organizer, a social entrepreneur, whatever they're doing, even if they don't plan to use an online modality for their profession, they know that going into the future, there's always going to be a component of online work that could enhance or enrich or deepen what they do. And they're comfortable with that. By the time they graduate from this program, they're absolutely comfortable online as learners and as educators.